Okay, so even though we are creating the font from scratch, okay, but that doesn't mean that we are creating or showing text everywhere. Okay, we are also trying to reduce the need for text and instead replace that with images or animation. Oh. Hey, I'm glad that you are having fun with the demo. Okay, but if you find any bugs, okay, do not hesitate to let me know. Okay, so we can fix that bug. Or if you have any suggestions or any feedback, okay, I'm right here. Okay, enter. Three, four. Oh, and in fact, one of the special skills of one of the characters, I think is is row. So the second character, if you have already unlocked him by defeating the first boss, okay, so his special skill is a result of sort of back and forth interaction and feedback provided by someone who was on the Twitch TV stream maybe a few months ago. Yeah. So that's, I guess, is one of the good things about Twitch TV or live streaming in general, where there's this back and forth interaction. Okay, enter. Change. Oh, okay, that sounds familiar. Okay, so if I recall, we have the change here. So let's duplicate this. So for the keyboard version, okay, there is about, let's see, okay, 4, 8, 16, okay, 16 pixels in between the items on the left and the items on the right. So we are going to stick to that. Okay, so okay, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 16 pixels here. Okay, next we need escape, which we already have. Here. So let's duplicate this. Okay, so this is just me being lazy. Okay, and okay, just to check. Okay, so in between each row we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 pixels. Okay, so that is 10 pixels here. Okay, so we need the word back. Okay, so let's create a group for that. Let's call it back. And let's start with the alphabet B. Whoa. Okay, so the files are encrypted. Oh, but were you able to unzip the Windows version? Or does it stop you and tell you that there is an error unzipping them because of the encryption? That's weird because I don't remember encrypting anything. So maybe it's the default compression on the Mac operating system, which is weird. Okay, options soon. Let's move this up. Oh, were you able to run the Windows version of the game? Or does it still give you an encryption error? Okay, B. Okay. Oh, so does that mean that there is an option for you to choose to unzip it without encryption? Oh, okay. Okay, but thanks for letting me know. Okay, because even simple things like this are important. So yeah, okay. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, but at least I'm glad that at least it runs for you. Okay, B. Okay, and C. And of course we have our K. Okay, so next we need the controller version, and that is, let's see, here. So it's X and B. Okay. So let's get the button version. For X first. Okay, so I'm just going to duplicate this group. And let's call it controller. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. And I'm glad that you are enjoying yourself. Okay, so yeah, so here we need to create the controller version to indicate which button to press for these two actions. Okay, so enter and escape. So we need the X button here. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this as usual because I'm lazy. Okay. Oops. Okay, so we will use X for change, I think. Yeah, okay, for change, and B for back. Okay. And so as usual, we will make sure that it aligns. Okay, it is right aligned. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, now we can hide the enter. And next we need the back button, and that is D with the red color. Okay. Okay, so for that we are going to duplicate this and call it button B. Okay, but of course we'll change the X in the center. Okay, to make it B. Okay, so escape is gone. And X, we'll change it to B. Okay, let's erase this X. Okay, and let's put in a B. So a B would be what we did just now, but in red. Okay. Okay, so this is our B for back. So we have the controller version now. We just need to create the various images to import them to Unity so we can replace the old version. Okay. So that's around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that means for the music, background and language, we are also going to have 10 pixels worth of spacing. So these are just small minor things, but okay, so background and language, and of course off and English. So 1. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and language and English. 1, 2. Okay. Oh, okay, we are missing one of the F here. Okay, so let's duplicate this. Okay, and we have our off. Okay. Okay, so I remember you asking about turning off the screen shaking. Okay, so we will add the screen shaking option here. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to move the language option down and slot in the option for turning off screen shaking. Okay, so it would be above language. Okay, because we want language to be at the last, to be the last item in the options that you can change. Okay, so let's get to it. Oh, by the way, I just noticed that, okay, because it's night time here, okay, the light in the background is kind of bright, so try not to look at that. Okay, because it's quite bright. So here, let's create a new word and let's call it screen shake. Okay, so screen shake. Okay, so adding the option to turn off screen shaking is actually much easier than adding the language option, because for language it's not only about localization, it's about doing the context correct for the language that you have changed to, and that includes things such as the slang, the traditions of certain language elements. So those are things that I'm sure Google Translate cannot help with. Okay, language and English. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, 19 and 20. So here we are going to slot in screen shaking. Okay, so we can grab the S from options. Okay, we'll start from the left. Okay, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Oh, okay, we can get the arrow here. And we can get the E from our language. Oops, here. Screen shake. Okay. Okay, next we need an S. Okay, for the word shake. 6, 7, 8. Okay. And now we need a H. Oops. Okay, we need it in white. And we need an A. Oh. I'm assuming you are referring to the Greenlight page for stars, which is the old name, okay, the formal name for stellar stars. So I'm kind of confident that that old version is not going to get Greenlight, because that's how Greenlight works. Okay, so that means that I'm definitely going to sort of re-post onto Steam Greenlight. of course in the form of stellar stars. Okay, so screen shake. Okay, screen shake. So it's either on or off. Okay, so we can just for getting a better idea of how it will look like here, just going to duplicate this and bring it down here. Okay. So this is what the options might look like, but of course, below the word options we have the control image guide here to tell you which key or which button does what. Okay, so options is here. So for the word options, we need it to be at 2x, so we can differentiate from the rest of the items in the options menu. Okay, so we are going to scale it up here in Photoshop to 200%, and of course it will be placed right smack in the center, but on top of the image. Okay. Okay, so we have the options and the items here, and we also have the navigation. So that means it's time to change. Okay, so that means it's time to create the images and import them to Unity.